of what would be a fourth European Tour title. Fairly relevant recent history between these two on a European Tour stage as well. It's worth mentioning that they did meet in Prague at the end of 2024 in a quarter-final. Zonneveld won that one 6-4 to advance to his first European Tour semi-final. In the end, he was beaten by Kim Huybrechts on that occasion. But how will it all pan out this time around? Whatever happens here for Zonneveld, it's safe to say that 2026 could be the year when he really, really makes a big, big move and starts to catch the attention of even more people than he already has. But Jonny Clayton is looking good this weekend, you have to say. Certainly the form he's shown on the Premier League circuit this season has transferred to some extent here as well. And Jonny Clayton, I think it's safe to say, did or would have started this match as a very slight favourite. Dan Dawson alongside me, Rob Malarkey for this one. First to 7, don't forget, for a semi-final, for a place in the final. Humphries or MVG lie in wait. And Dan Dawson, how do you see this one shaping up?
I think it's fascinating. Niels Zonneveld in his second consecutive semi-final on the Euro Tour. This is his breakthrough year. Only a couple of weeks ago, we were speculating, could it be a breakthrough year? It's already confirmed. This lad will be going to the match play. He'll be going to the Grand Prix. 26 grand got you to the European Championship last year. Now, the money has gone up and there's an extra event, so it's probably going to be a bit more than that. But Niels Zonneveld has already got 23.5 grand, and we've not even finished event 3. He should be getting to the European Championship. He should be in most things. And playing to such a level that he could do some damage there as well. Clayton won't take the 1-4-1. Zonneveld has a chance to strike against the darts in the opening leg.
126.
Couldn't find the treble 19 with that second dart, so Jonny Clayton returning and looking at double 8s.
Game's on the first leg.
And Jonny Clayton, yeah, it's him, Jonny. Don't worry about that.
Niels throw first.
Just having a good peer at that one as he made his way up the hockey to retrieve his darts, and Jonny Clayton has the hold of throw for a 1-0 lead.
1-1.
Keane Barry, Michael Van Gerwen, Jermaine Watermena, Richard Vainstra, Yanni Harvisto, Mike De Decker, Luke Littler, Danny Nopper. They're the players Niels Zonneveld has beaten already on the Euro Tour this year. And a couple of those games have been utterly world-class. And it's another 180 for him. That takes him to 20 for this weekend.
Frightening levels. And I think his finishing at times this weekend has been really good. The prowess on double 10, which we've already touched upon, that could be one of the things that just underpins any success that he has this weekend. But this is a great opportunity for him to add even more prize money on his relevant ranking lists as well.
If he is going to win a first PDC title, Niels Zonneveld, he's going to have to... The players I mentioned, Harvisto, De Decker, Littler, Noppert, Clayton, and then one of Humphries or MVG. Talk about winning it properly.
97. Niels would go 125.
Double 20. The double top.
85. Jonny recall 154.
Well, this would be a big steal for Clayton, but not to be on this occasion. Zonneveld will return looking at a very orthodox
40.
3 darts at double 20 for a 1-apiece scoreline. Double 10 now. Let's have a look at this double 10 for Niels Zonneveld. Right in the middle of the bed, and we are level at 1-apiece. Mentioned that meeting in Prague at the end of 24. There was another very recent, very important match between these two at the World Championship, of course, in the 3rd round. Jonny Clayton was the number 5 seed at the World Championship, don't forget, and he won it by 4 sets to 3.
Yeah. A really, really impressive game. It was only 14-13 in legs, that one. And for all the really good stuff that Niels Zonneveld was doing last year, that almost felt like a watershed moment. In a long format game against one of the best players, he's gone toe-to-toe with him, and he was so close to beating him. And that has been the prelude to what has happened this year.
55.
He was talking earlier where he just said, look, I'm very happy to have beaten Littler as I did, but I've got quarter-final coming up. I just need to focus. I can't enjoy that yet.
Amazing.
Not about winning one game and showing everybody how brilliant you are. He wants to win this title.
58. Jonny required 96. $84.
The chance of 11 or a 12 darter slips away for Clayton, but he's in great shape in this leg anyway.
What has he done there?
81. Jonny required 12.
6 for double 6. Why did he do that?
6.
I mean, unless maybe he's going for the 10 for double 4, but it looked a very 6-6.
180.
And it could throw this leg into doubt.
6.
2 for double 2 then. We're splitting again, are we, Jonny? Now double 1, your favourite double.
4. Niels, you require 67.
Well, what a mess that is from Clayton. Zonneveld, I don't think he can quite believe that he's got this opportunity. And this is for a breaker throw as well for Niels Zonneveld. Double 12. Again, after a wayward, messy first half that sort of derailed him and limited his options and limited his lines of attack there. And Jonny Clayton, in the end, after all that messing around, has taken double 1, leads 2-1. But that is just a little bit of a warning sign, I would have thought, for Jonny.
Very confusing passage of play, that. Jonny Clayton for his decision-making. Niels Zonneveld nowhere near that treble 9 that he was after.
And that's for that first dart that he threw there. You can see the impression that it left in the single 1. It was miles away from where he wanted it to be. 41 scored with the first salvo. Jonny Clayton capitalising a little bit on the Zonneveld throw. This is more like it. Loads of room for one more of those, Niels. Well, he sticks it right in the bottom corner anyway.
3 consecutive legs. Niels Zonneveld has popped in a max.
96.
Very different sort of encounter for Jonny Clayton than the one he had in the quarterfinals against Andy Bartons. He raced into a 5-0 lead. It looked as though the bagel was on the cards, but in the end, Bartons was able to get something on the board, but Clayton was always in control of that one. Bartons never really got going.
44.
Left it far too late.
Yes, you've got 157.
But this is more of an examination for Jonny Clayton.
Right, if you're hitting a 180 every other leg, that is a world-class level. A brilliant level. That is what Niels Zonneveld is doing for this whole tournament. 44 legs, 22 180s.
140.
Luke Little would be happy with that.
Niels requires 64.
Single 16. For tops.
24. Jonny require 124.
Just outside the treble 18.
92.
Finds it for good measure with the final dart anyway, just to ask the question of Niels Zonneveld, maybe just applying a touch of pressure. Double 10 again for Niels Zonneveld.
It's
almost exactly where he put it before as well. Talks about this
Game.
standard that he's set on double 10. It is really not quite guaranteed material, but not too far away this weekend.
85.
A real weapon in his arsenal. But this game, they're sort of in the mid-80s averages. Fair few missed starts at double. That can change. You would expect Zonneveld and Clayton to get their average up into the mid to high 90s with the way that they've been playing lately.
180.
180, number 5 in this match.
80.
Well, there was a little bit of this from Zonneveld in that match against Danny Noppert in the quarterfinals earlier on today, where there was good scoring, but then it was a little bit erratic and a little bit scratchy and nervy.
59. Jonny
had these little passages
96.
where he did seem to lose his weight. Clayton here for 96.
56.
Consequently, with Clayton fluffing his lines there from 96, Zonneveld not in position to make a move for a breaker throw. I suppose it is a good leg in many ways to have a bad
28. Jonny require 40.
Just above.
Game's on the 5th leg.
And then just
Jonny Clayton.
Nicely done by Jonny
Niels
Clayton.
first.
Everything going with throw in this game. Another.
100.
Of course it is. He looks so likely.
80.
Niels Zonneveld, it would not be beyond the realms of possibility for him to hit at least
49.
180s this weekend if he's not careful.
If he wins this and goes and plays the final, he could quite easily do that.
180 backed up by
81.
just the 81. But Clayton, again, slow out of the traps in this leg as well.
As you can see, though, only the 1-5 visit leg, that 14 darts we just saw from Clayton, and it's not as if that signalled him clicking into gear, because he hadn't even scored 100 points with his next 2 visits after that leg. And Zonneveld might have an easy ride as he looks to hold throw once again.
Usually 140.
Yeah, rubbing the hands there, Jonny Clayton. Not quite comfortable there on that particular visit. Double 10. Another example incoming. No, he's off target and he's
35.
Maybe he just took it for granted, assumed he'd hit it. Double 10. That's what I've been hitting all day long.
Yeah,
125. Those require
Better than he's left five
was
than
a
busting
step
it.
there. Yeah, well, that's absolutely.
Nearly busted there.
Goodness me. Double 2.
Yeah, so the 6th leg, Niels Zonneveld.
Well, breathe a sigh of relief, I would suggest there, Niels, because that was a little bit anxious and a little bit questionable as well. But Jonny Clayton
140.
gets on with the business of this all-important 7th leg. We've effectively reached the midway point of this semi-final, and there is very little between them. 3 apiece. And, well, it may well be the fact that it comes down to the fact that Jonny Clayton is throwing first, or did throw first at the start of this match. He will have the darts in the decider if we do go to a 13th leg.
Can we see somebody really attack the other guy's throw? The only chance that we've seen for someone to break is that one suffers a deflection and doesn't register any points. Was when Jonny Clayton was mucking about on double 6 and double 3, and he just let Niels into a leg he had no right to win, and he got 1 dart in the end, double 12, and couldn't take it.
But yeah, that is really the closest we've been to any sort of breakthrough, decisive breakthrough.
34. Jonny 121.
This is a little bit in the balance though. Treble 17. Back up for the bullseye.
96.
Now then.
Niels 147.
More, well, slightly less than a half chance you would venture from here, but with Niels Zonneveld playing the way he is at the moment, you would not rule this out, and that is desperately unlucky. Just the wrong side of that treble 17 wire.
123.
And he got the treble 18 for good measure as well. Jonny Clayton can't really afford any slip up here on double 8. And Jonny Clayton once again looking very sure-footed on his finishing.
Years and years and years, Jonny Clayton has been one of the most reliable, if not the most reliable player at tidying up those 25 shots after a missed attempt at the bullseye. It's not a flashy skill, it's not, but it's such a useful one. It's one you use so often. You're good at that, it wins your legs.
45. $135.
A little bit of a kick off the first dart there, and into the treble 5 it goes.
100. $41. 45.
Just so little threat from Jonny Clayton against the darts in this game. There's not a huge amount from Niels Zonneveld, truth be told. He was pushing in the last leg, but didn't get a chance in the end. Oh, it's the 9
score.
Well, we really have, I mean, apart from the 9 darters, seen everything this weekend.
Bevins managed to make a 1-syllable word last about 8 seconds there. 9 score. And it might open the door for Jonny Clayton. Stop hitting the 1, Niels. There we go, back on track.
No breeze on stage, is there?
62.
One again. And these two visits where he's had 5 darts in the one segment could end up being decisive.
60. Here's your 161.
This could be a leg that swings the other way. How ironic. That was absolutely dead centre in the treble 20 there.
97. Jonny record 118.
But this is where the tide might turn for the first time in this match.
Went the right way. Couldn't get the treble.
94. Niels, you require 64.
This is the 7th visit of the leg. Niels Zonneveld, if he gets away with this, it is getting away with it.
Number 16 to leave 48. Back up for tops.
44.
And he's looking at double 10. That is the crumb of comfort, I suppose, for Niels Zonneveld. But Jonny Clayton looking at double 12.
Almost
in a double 9, but it is a double 12. And Jonny Clayton, for the first time in this match, has secured something pretty valuable indeed. It's a breaker throw, and it's 5-3 and the first real chink of daylight in this match.
100.
And how important, how priceless could that be?
Giving that one away a bit, Niels Zonneveld. All those darts into the one segment. He's getting a bit ragged here.
45.
Tough test for him. When he was beaten in the semi-finals last week, it was a stunning display from Wessel Nyman. He just had no answer to it. It was
80.
Pure brilliance from his fellow Dutchman and former next-door neighbour. It hasn't been that from Jonny Clayton. It's been far scrappier.
83.
Just a piece of careful game and situation management here for Jonny Clayton. Has the darts in this leg. Zonneveld forced into finding something big. He may well find something big.
140.
That'll do for Jonny Clayton. Gives himself the opportunity to open up a 3. Oh, he's in there again. Well,
he's not doing it again. He's moving downstairs.
63.
And he does find a treble, and he is down to a finish.
He is down to a finish, but yeah, the damage was done there. Jonny Clayton knows, perhaps,
96.
even with that missed ball, that this could be the opportunity. Zonneveld is going to have to produce the spectacular here, and it's not going to happen. And Jonny Clayton, well, just as was the case with the previous leg that he won, 9 for double 8. That prowess on those situations on 25.
No.
Not quite on this occasion, though.
Niels, you require 70.
This to break straight back. And right back in this contest. 42 for 28. Now double 7. There it is, Niels Zonneveld.
Niels Zonneveld. 10th leg, Niels to throw first.
Using the 14s and the 7s there after Jonny Clayton missed 2 darts at double 8 for a 6-3 lead, and he's now looking at 5-4. Zonneveld has broken back. We've waited a long time for one breaker throw, and now 2 have come in very quick succession.
It's not the game I expected. I thought they'd be a bit better than this, truth be told, but Jonny Clayton's missed 13 darts at double. Zonneveld's missed 8. But it's actually been the scoring from Zonneveld at times. A man who's hit so many 180s this weekend. Look at that one segment. He's absolutely... He's doing it again!
Well, that even could fall out if he's not careful.
26.
Well, what's the phrase? Once is unfortunate, twice is careless.
140.
Well, I mean, he's grouping the darts wonderfully, I suppose. That's just the right side of the wall.
I mean, the numbers here, I'll go back to that meeting in Prague in that quarter-final at the end of 24. They both averaged around 84, 85 in that one. It potentially could be a very similar sort of level today as well.
140.
Well, the thing is, despite all these darts in the one segment, Niels Zonneveld is still in this game. Jonny Clayton has left that signature 1-2-1 shot. Couldn't take it out in the last leg, couldn't take it out 2 legs before that. If you keep giving him shots at it, he will take it. That's a lovely setup to leave a 2-darter. But the ferret to the 11s. Double 14.
93. Here's a require 100.
Some costly missed darts at double here for Jonny Clayton.
Tops, it has to be. There's one. Niels Zonneveld's back level.
Niels Zonneveld. That leg, Jonny to throw first. Game.
What a shot under pressure from Zonneveld. It's 5 apiece.
Well, what a swinger that is, because Jonny Clayton, he had 2 missed darts at double 8 for a 6-3 lead. He missed then the dart at double 14 to re-establish the lead. But what about that from Niels Zonneveld? Tops finale. He was 5-3 down. He's now level at 5 apiece. We're back on throw once again, and Jonny Clayton with the darts, not really making full use of it either. Jonny Clayton seems to have lost his way completely. Oh, he's not hit the treble one again, for goodness sake. It's so not unfortunate, because he's clearly not learning the lessons. I don't know what's going on with that.
I'll give him credit. He's not getting wound up. It must be incredibly frustrating. He's just trying to keep calm and do the things he's done so well for so long this weekend and indeed this month, these last few months. A number of these 2 games before gone last leg deciders happened a couple of times on the Pro Tour. It was 4-3 in sets, but 14-13 in legs when they met at Ali Pali. He has had some real battles with Jonny Clayton. Might get something similar here.
94. 94.
94 plays 94. Clayton in position on throw. That is the only crumb of comfort for Jonny Clayton right now, given the way the last 2 legs have panned out.
46. Jonny 148.
Because he has the chance now to at least re-establish the lead.
$92.
And find the second treble 18 that would have left a shot at tops there, but Jonny Clayton in great shape in this leg for a 6-5 lead.
96. Jonny require 56.
Well, Jonny Clayton has missed some key darts at doubles of late. He's got 2 opportunities at double 20. And this time he finds a way through, and that maybe just has addressed 1 or 2 issues. It might just give him a little bit of reassurance moving forward. Clayton back in front at 6-5.
He has never trailed in this game, Jonny Clayton, as once again Niels Zonneveld loses the line. And the time he could trail is when Niels Zonneveld hits the winning dart and takes it 7-6. That's a big ask.
Plenty of room for one more.
125.
Single 5, however. Jonny Clayton with a little jab of the finger towards the camera at the left of the stage. Really pleased with that one. Just seems to have weathered the storm, I think, here, Jonny Clayton.
Yeah, stolen the darts here.
Had those 2 big setbacks on double 8 and double 14, but he is potentially back in business here. Zonneveld needs something really, really significant. This will do nicely to leave 70 again. That combination on the 14s and 7s paid dividends earlier.
May not matter. Is it 2 tops? It is. Jonny Clayton with his own tops finish. Unable to produce it, unable to win the game right now. Can Zonneveld save himself?
Match start comes and goes for Jonny Clayton. Missed opportunity at double 20. Zonneveld looking at the 14s once again. Single 16 to leave 1 dart at tops.
50.
And he was a long way below the wire as well. And that could well be that for Niels Zonneveld.
The ferret. He's double 15. And he's missed inside. It's all gone horribly wrong.
Niels, you require 20.
Zonneveld, double 10 to take us the distance.
3 match starts for Jonny Clayton have been squandered. Zonneveld to keep himself alive, and that was almost as sure as night follows day on double 10 once again. He seems to consistently find the same portion of that double 10 bed as well. What a weapon at his disposal. And into the decider we go. Jonny Clayton will be absolutely kicking himself for those missed opportunities. Had to go to the 15s, came inside, and it all unravelled right before his eyes. And he's kicked off with a near 60 as well in this one.
Not enough to make Zonneveld favourite. Probably is now.
59.
Yep, definitely. Absolutely pole position here for Niels Zonneveld.
A game he has never led. A game where he's had to survive 3-match darts. A game where he's not played at the level we've seen from him all weekend, or indeed last weekend, but back-to-back ton 40s.
Priceless, absolutely priceless from Niels Zonneveld. Jonny Clayton simply has to go large here.
140.
Even that might not be enough. Zonneveld will get down to a finish first. Where will it lead himself? He is timing his run to perfection once again.
His old next-door neighbour, Wessel Nyman, won a maiden Euro Tour title last week in Göttingen, beating him along the way. Niels Zonneveld could follow suit. He might have to hit this because Clayton's on a one-treble combo.
161, not happening for Zonneveld. Clayton,
6,
whose eyes no doubt are lighting up looking at this 102. There's the treble 20. There's the single 10.
7.
But there is no double 16 to follow. And Zonneveld lives to fight another day in this one, Dan.
And at least another visit. He's sensational. Who's the big check out to beat Littler this afternoon. He should get a match dart. Niels Zonneveld misses the chance to reach a first ever Euro Tour final. And surely Jonny Clayton doesn't pass up the opportunity. And the ferret can't take his chance.
Unbelievable. 7 match darts have slipped through the fingers of Jonny Clayton. Anguish on the face of the ferret, who can only head back to the table and reflect maybe on what might have been. But for Niels Zonneveld, he's thrown some very good darts this weekend, but this is the biggest of the lot. 3 opportunities at double 18 for a passage into his first European Tour final. The first was a mile away, the second was likewise double 9.
Agony. Jonny Clayton put his darts away.
Jonny required 32.
Niels Zonneveld missed his chance. Jonny Clayton finally takes his.
Jonny Clayton.
A real struggle, a real battle. Zonneveld never led the game, but got 4 match darts, and Jonny Clayton, the ferret, has just wriggled through to the final here in Weezer.
To tame 1,000 horsepower, you have to kill the fear. But you can't outrun the noise inside your own head. Stop spinning out. Check out Horeca now.